What's going on, guys? I'm Vaporknight13 and welcome to another Space Engineers video. I actually lost track of which one this was. It was either like 4 or 5. No, you know what? I think it was 5. This update, it comes with some pretty cool new things. It's really just one thing in particular, but I know for a fact by reading the title you'll already know that it's factions. Now, at first, when I first read about this, I thought, holy crap, this is going to be amazing. This is going to completely change how survival runs. Well, I was dead wrong. Now, I mean, like they said, I'll actually pull it up real quick. Now, Factions is really early in development. So you can expect a lot of updates in the coming, in the next few weeks. So here's the update. This is just the general thing of exactly what they, most of what they've added. But well, here are the exact features. Copy and paste. You can actually rotate the object. Finally, looting dead engineer. About freaking time! Oh my god. I mean, that got really irritating. Block sharing, I'll explain that in a second. Hacking and takeover of hostile objects. Again, I'll explain that in a second. Ownership of blocks, that's self-explanatory, in Factions, which I've already said. And then here's some fixes. Actually, is there anything on here with the merge block? No, is there? No, there is freaking not. Oh my god. It's this one stupid glitch with the merge block. Ugh, I don't want to fix it. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, so the idea of factions, well, let's just go on the assumption that you know absolutely nothing about factions, and if you do know something about factions, just bear with me, because we'll get to the more advanced stuff after I talk about this. So now, if you click. The default key is K, but I click F. Again, I've mentioned this in my earlier videos. I would suggest doing it because F by default is a second button for space, which I don't know why they set that to space instead of, I mean, K is on the other side of the freaking keyboard, so it's like, what the hell? I guess, I mean, if you're using the arrow keys instead of the mouse, I guess that makes a little bit of sense, but anyways, let's go into it. So if you click K, or me, it's F, or the terminal, I'll just call it the terminal. I keep forgetting this. Anyways, if you go over to the terminal, you'll notice that there's a new section for factions. Now, you can, basically so, let me go in and create something. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for their first update, for their first, update, or it's not really an update to factions, for the first version of Space Engineers containing factions, for basically the first version of factions, I must say it is good. For the first version, it's very good, but overall it just doesn't run quite as well as you may think. Now, I can't show all the features, and that's simply because I'm alone in the game. So the tag, let's just go one. How many can we do? Oh, so we can only do 3. So YTB for YouTube. You know what? Screw it. PHG for Phantom Gaming. Name. Phantom Faction. Public info. Function tag 13 letters. Oh no, faction tag 3 letters must be inserted. Alright, so private info is visible to members only. Public info is visible to whoever looks at the faction. Name is self-explanatory, and tag, it's basically like it's like a clan tag in Call of Duty. For me, my full Steam name is Vaporknight13, but as a clan tag I use VK13. Kind of a quick way of, just a quick way of, not really communication, but, I don't know. Whatever. Private info. We're just gonna say private. And we'll just call this public crap. Alright. So we'll say okay. So now, if you click on the faction, of course, because we, because we created the faction, we can, of course, when we click on and say that, and I'm not too sure how many factions can be in a single game, if there even is a limit, but I mean, anyways, if say you click on your faction, you notice that you get all the info, or the ones that you can access. So if you're not in that faction, you won't be able to see the private info. I'm not too sure if the members are public or private. Public info, of course, they definitely can see. Now, these buttons, of course, it's only to the founder or whoever is a high enough rank. I don't know quite how the ranks work, because there's nothing to declare ranks. You can only promote or demote, accept or kick. So, yeah. I assume kick is also another way of saying decline. So maybe if someone sends a request to join the faction, if you don't want to accept them, but you don't want to accept and then kick them for whatever reason, you just click kick. I think that would work. Anyways, so you can, of course, promote people, demote people. Again, I don't know how the ranks work completely. Private info and public info, apparently, I don't know, wait. Private info you can't edit, and yet public info you can. What? Oh, okay, no, never mind, sorry guys. The edit button is for everything, okay. That's something I didn't know. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So edit, promote, demote, yeah, and then of course you can leave the clan. If you're the last person in the clan like I am, and you leave it, then the clan gets destroyed. I think if you leave the clan, I'm not too sure if when the founder leaves the clan, if the clan just completely disbands, or if it chooses the next highest rank to be the founder. But anyways, what I thought was really neat is the fact that you can propose peace or declare war. Now, I assume you can't do one without, doing the other, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty neat. So you can declare war on another faction, and essentially it's just clans. I mean, I'm gonna call it factions just because that's what it is, but in case you don't know what a faction is, but you do know what clans are, then I mean, I was once like that. I had no clue what the hell factions were, but I did know what a clan was. So they're pretty much the same thing. I really don't see a difference. I mean, on Minecraft, there are factions instead of clans. Again, I really do not know the difference. If you guys know what a substantially large difference between them, then please let me know in the comment section, because I'm very curious. Anyways, so the next thing we're going to talk about, it's still about factions, but another thing that the factions do kind of in-game wise. Now, if you notice this beacon, so notice how, hold on, I gotta see if, oh, right, damn. Well, anyways, I'm just gonna pull out of the old thing right here. Can you edit that? Do they have the, are you allowed to now? See, now, that's interesting. Oh, whoops. I need to get in there. Where's the beacon? Okay. Now, as you can see, everything has, or most things anyway. So the passenger seat, I mean, you can't do anything in it, so there's not a point to doing it for that. But right here, everything here, of course, excluding the passenger seat and probably a couple other things like the pillar or cubes or anything like that, are, I guess you don't see cubes in here, but anything that you don't so, for example, you notice how some of this stuff now says access denied. And now I can't explain absolutely everything, not because there's not other people in it, but just because this is the beginning of factions, so it's really tough to say exactly what they were going for here, whether they meant to do this or whether it's just another bug that they have to fix. So if you got, oops, gotta go back. Okay, so now if you notice, we got an owner tab, and block group we actually had in the last one, but I didn't explain it. I remember it being there, but right now here they're saying, and here they're saying that's a new feature. That's kind of stupid. All right, anyways, so I'll explain this in a second because this isn't nearly as big as factions. It's probably less glitchy, but yeah. Anyways, so owner. You notice that we got 2 tabs. One is basically saying, let me go to one with here. So the connector, for instance. I don't know why the cockpit wouldn't have an owner. I mean, like, really? Oh no, wait. It's just that the fact that. Oh, okay. So, anyways, the collector, for instance, the owner, you can set it to me. You can set it to yourself, you can set it to no one. I'm not too sure if you can set it to another person in the game, but are you sure you want to change it to me? Yes. The owner, so you're now the owner of that item, even if it's not your ship apparently. I don't know why. We'll go into that in a second, but basically because I'm now the owner, I can choose who I want to share it with, whether I only want to keep it to myself, selfish, whether I want to share it with all, selfless, just selfless, and of course share with my faction, which, you know, it's obvious, except that wouldn't exist. I'm not too sure what would happen if I chose that, just because I'm not in a faction. I guess it would only include me just because, you know, I'm alone, I'm not in a faction. So now, what I really hate is the fact that, and I really want them to add this, you notice that, let me go over here. So you notice that even though it's green, which should indicate that it's mine, I can't get them in them. It says access denied because apparently I don't own them, even though I built them. So even though I built them, I do not own them. I really wish they would fix this so that if you create a vehicle, the automatic ownership is towards you or nobody. But I mean, not sharing it with anyone, but like everyone. You know what? Yeah. So whoever creates the vehicle should have all rights to it. So they should have ownership to them, and they should be able to, and it should say just, you know, kind of a selfish sort of thing, so no one else can edit that but them. And now, see, this is the problem. Even though they have that on, people can still access it. So, for example, if you had this, and I've seen them, we've all seen them, these giant cruiser ships, and you just stick a cockpit to it, it works just the same. If you stick a cockpit to it, say you don't have access to anything, but if you go in and you make a cockpit, or even if you make a reactor and you stick it on there, and then you just open up the terminal, you can access everything. Now you can't choose the ownership, but if you created a cockpit, for instance, it is yours. Even though you didn't create the vehicle, you can still fly it around. Which, frankly, the whole block ownership thing is a little bit screwed up. I like how they implemented it with factions, but they really do need some improvements. And why the hell is everything off? Did I click Y by accident? Oops, wrong button. There we go. So now, you notice it's green even. I mean, I guess if it's red, then that means it's a hostile beacon, or maybe it's just not yours. I don't really know. I'm basically just kind of saying what I've already figured out and what I've found out about this new update. If you guys have any additions to what I've already said, or maybe or something I haven't said at all, or something like that, again, leave them in the comment section below, because I do read them. Unlike a lot of YouTubers, I actually read my comments, and almost 100% of the time will respond. Of course, if it's necessary. Anyways, let's get back to the whole point here. Now, there's only one thing left to talk about. Yeah, I don't think I need 3. Just now. All right, so we go into here. Let's go into block group real quick. I guess what block group is. Hold on. So hi. Let's save that. So this cockpit is now part of the high block group. So now the beacon will set it to that one. Why not? Wait. Okay, I thought I had block groups figured out, but now I'm not too sure. Set this, and set this. Okay. What? I'm sorry. I thought I had block groups figured out, but apparently, what? Is that not the same as just renaming it? I mean, you can't even... Okay, this is so concerning. What the hell is the point of this? I thought I tested this earlier. It worked just fine. But now, I mean, this is pointless. What the hell? And that's apparently supposed to be block ownership. I mean, that's not block ownership. That is something else, but that is not block ownership. Hold on, let's read this for a second. Blocks manage the relations between them. Block ownership is determined by computers. Wait, what? The computers that... I'm sorry, what? Wait, is that a new thing? They add the computer thing? Or, like, what are they... I don't get it. Okay. They need some major improvements. Frankly, sorry to say, but I think they should have worked on this a little bit more before releasing it. I don't remember the beacon's doing that for some reason. I mean, sorry if I sound stupid or anything, but I don't remember the beacons actually showing up right there whenever you looked away from them. That's weird. Maybe it's just the arrows that are new. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, the point is, this is kind of stupid. I mean, factions, they do kind of do something just kind of, while we're waiting for another update, but honestly, I really do think they should have taken some more time before they made this update, because there really is not a lot you can do with it. I do like how they did the factions and all, but there's a lot of stuff they need to work on. Just too much to, I mean, block ownership, I mean, block groups, I don't even understand. I'm sorry if I'm just not getting the point of them, or if there's some secret thing behind them that I just didn't think of, but I'm pretty sure block groups means that there's like a category that contains the settings or something of multiple blocks. But the fact that a block group can only consist of one block is just pathetic. Anyways, and I really don't understand what they were trying to do with the whole computer thing, because it doesn't work. Lootable characters, I mean, I believe them on that. Hold on. So, block ownership is determined by computers. So, if players want to take over hostile blocks, they will have to replace the computers that are in these blocks. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's watch this video.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Space Engineers Update 1037.
Sorry, I just now. I already know about factions.
When some player is a faction in you have a new member select your faction from the list. The screen
so
on the right side
they've got pre-built-in titles or ranks for factions. So excuse me. I'm sure in the future that they will add custom ranks.
Player about basic info and members that are already in the faction.
And the abilities of what each one can do. Yeah. So let's continue.
By clicking the have a new member, we can the faction continue. Pilot a ship, you need to own or share cockpit, thrusters, reactors, gyroscopes, and other important blocks. Otherwise, the ship won't fly very well. When welding a block in survival, the person that uses hand welder tool to weld in the computer component layer becomes the owner of the block. The critical computer component layer is also indicated by a blue line on the construction progress bar on the right side of the screen. The owner of the block can change the owner and sharing settings. To do that, open control panel of a block and look at the owner tab. The ownership.
I built those blocks, but I didn't get ownership over them. Maybe it was because I built them before the update? Or...
It can be sourced anymore. Building in creative mode always sets the ownership to nobody as default. Block ownership in a world created before update 1037. All blocks built before this update have set ownership as nobody. To
that's bull, because I can't get in the freaking
gain
cockpits.
Control over a whole ship or a station can be done. You are not the owner of the finished block. Hacking of block's owner status. Ownership of a block can be hacked. To change ownership to yourself, grind a block until you remove the whole computer layer and then weld it back again. As mentioned before, the critical computer layer is indicated.
Okay, I really think they should do something about this. I understand that, that could be a thing, but to have to take apart and rebuild a part of it. I mean, what if the computer was the very first layer? Then you're basically taking everything apart. You may not even get everything, and I think it's just a poor way to do it. What I think is that they should make maybe a little device or something that you can create on survival, a little hacking tool, like Aiden's phone on Watch Dogs. Let's go with that. But it'll be like a little tool. It takes like a minute just to hack them. You can go do something else, maybe defend yourself, while you're waiting for the hack to finish, and then. I don't know, but I'm thinking instead of ownership of specific blocks, I think it should be ownership of the entire ship. So, for example, say I were to rebuild this, take apart this cockpit a little bit until I get the computer portion, and then rebuild it, that wouldn't even matter because the other cockpits I still wouldn't be able to access. And I couldn't fix it from this one, even though it's mine. So, they really do need to fix this. There are a lot of bugs to this one. I know they said that there were a lot of bugs and they were gonna need to fix them in the coming updates, but I think they should have waited before releasing this, or they should have worked on it a little bit harder or something. But anyways, guys, this pretty much wraps it up. Sorry, I probably rambled more than half the video, but oh well. That really is stupid, though. They have to take apart part of the can you even do that on on creative? I think it just completely removes it, but let's go ahead and see. Where the hell's our grinder? We do not have it. God damn it. Oh, wait, is it in here? Yep, there it is. Grinder. Just exchange it for the beacon. Oh, you can, okay. So right now it says access denied. Okay, so let's try this. Let's try this. And see, now we're having to go through like half the entire thing just to do this. Honestly, I don't really get the point of this. I mean, why just do this when you can go ahead, if you have enough materials, you can just create a new cockpit. And it's yours, and you can use it to access the entire ship, which is stupid too. So, yeah, I mean, I know I keep saying it, but they really do need to fix this. Hey, so, you know what? If the developers are watching this, fix this! This is not... You know, it needs some major improvements. I know I know the developer said it, but you know what? So I'm just gonna completely fix it up. Just come on. And done. So now, as you can see, we can get in now, and we can access. And the stupid thing is, it doesn't even do that to everything. It only does it to the cockpit. So if you make a cockpit and then you go to your terminal, then you can edit everything. Which, and they said by default, any block created before it will just get the ownership to nobody, which I guess would make sense why, you know, it's doing the whole access denied thing. I guess. I don't know. Anyways, guys, this has been a small tutorial, mostly a rambling of the new Space Engineers update. So really, devs, you gotta fix this. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you do have any comments, questions, concerns, anything at all, just leave them in the comment section below or private message me. And as always, well, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. I'm not signing off. Later.